everyone. Welcome to the show. It's so good to have everybody here. Hello, Lynda. Hello, Trevor. How are you guys doing?
Oh, Trevor.
Oh, I go okay. So she
Yes,
said your
sir.
name first, so I was assuming. Um, no, doing good, doing good. So glad to be back on this week, and just yeah. So getting ready to take a trip to Montana here in a couple weeks with the team. We're gonna go out there and do some work for the I think it's called the Great Beyond Festival in Great Falls, Montana. They invited us out to come out and do a couple public investigations. So I think we're gonna get to go go. They've asked for local teams, and apparently Boise's local to Montana. It's about a 10-hour drive, so we'll find out.
You know that Edmonton is only like maybe 10 hours. Like
Hmm. Local, it's like yeah, it's a very broad spectrum.
yeah.
Local, so
Montana's like right below us.
mm-hmm.
How you doing, Linda?
Oh, I'm doing okay. We're having big snowmageddon here today into tomorrow. So a lot of things are canceled and everything's crazy. But hopefully by the end of the week, it's going to be better because we have our public meeting this coming Thursday. So fingers crossed that the weather's going to change and it's been crazy. We're like snowy. This winter has been ridiculous. It's like really crappy. But anyway, aside from that, things are good.
Well, last time we had the show, so like 2 weeks ago or whatever, I was complaining and whining about our roads because they weren't plowed. And so, and people just, it was like, it was a comedy show out here. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like in one day we had something like 4 or 5 vehicles. Like you got to understand, like when I say a road, we're on a one-way street that is probably in total about 2 blocks, but that's like in a U. So you start at one and you go around and then, but in front of my house, let's just say, is about a half a block.
Oh,
So in the half a block in front of my house, there was like 4 vehicles stuck. There was 2 accidents, which was hilarious with the school buses coming because they're coming on the one-way street and there's cars on each side of them. Okay. And then there's an accident up just above up at the road. And so the school buses couldn't get through. Like it was a complete shit show. So it was funny because like, look at, I bitch. I am like, look at, I'm paying my freaking taxes. You do work, right? So I complained and I complained and I complained. But the thing is people, all the people around, because we got daycare, schools, people picking up their kids and, all of it. And so I actually contacted not only my MLA, but our premier. And I actually called all the news stations. So the very next day, um, I got this phone call from like a private number, and I wasn't, of course, I'm not going to answer it because I don't, like, and turned out to be CBC News. And so they were like, "Hey, can we do can we come over and can we do a news story with you?" So while they were here, it was funny because there was actually 3 people that got stuck. One was another school bus that they actually had to push out while they were here, which was just perfect. And right, like it was a complete shit show here. Like while they were here, and they were just like, this is probably one of the worst neighborhoods that we've seen, right?
it's horrible.
And and so we were scheduled the next day for for plowing, but the thing is, like, online you can go and look and find out where the plows are. So I went online and I looked, and they're all in different parts of the city. Not one was even near our neighborhood, like at all. But like they were supposed to be doing our whole, like all of the streets, like not just my street, but this whole community, right? So
Mm-hmm.
probably a good 100 or so streets, right?
Oh,
And but all of them were in different cities, like probably in front of the mayor's house, right? I and my neighbors got on the and we're calling like the city, the 311 or whatever. And I'm hanging up. I call again, hang up, call again, hang up, call again. And I'm like, no. And then as soon as we said CBC News was here, they were like, what? Oh, really? Oh, what? Oh,
Here
okay.
comes the plow.
Literally within a fucking hour. I am not lying. They were here. All we had to do was say news and all of this stuff. But yeah, within an hour, there was like two of them that just
Wow.
yeah,
Oh,
it was crazy here. It was such a mess.
that's great. Well, hey, listen, your voice made a difference,
Yep.
and that's what matters, right?
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that we had put so much work into, well, okay, I'm going to say I put so much work into it because quite honestly, I even phoned the high school to let them know, like make an announcement to tell these kids, because we get all the high school kids that park on our street, right? And so the plows in the past have come up and turned around and then marked us as completed because they couldn't get through with the cars. So I was like, no. So I phoned up the high school and the secretary, actually her kid goes to the school and she's like, oh, I know exactly what road you're talking about. I grew up there. Yep. We will make announcements all day long. And then I made little pieces of paper saying, if you don't move your car, you're going to get towed tomorrow. Like if you park here tomorrow or the next day, you will get towed, right? And a $250 fine. And every time a kid tried to park, we ran out there. We were there. So we were doing our part. And that's exactly what I said. We were doing our part as citizens. You do your part as the fucking city, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but you were on social media, and that was one of those times when social media was a good thing.
exactly. I was just going to say that. So that's the power of social
Segue.
media. Right? Exactly.
Was-
So,
yeah. What was that? Wayne's World?
That's right.
Right?
I just aged myself. Dated myself, whatever they call it.
Aged all of us.
Who here knows Wayne's World? I mean, you guys saw Wayne's World, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should, Mike Myers is from Canada, so
That's right. That's right.
he's a national treasure.
Yes. Jim Carrey. Exactly.
So with social media and the paranormal, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Has it helped or hurt the paranormal field?
Oh my God.
Wait, so let's talk about it. We do have lots of video evidence or videos. I'm not going to say evidence because I don't know if it's evidence. It's nonsense, really. But you know what I mean. Actually, you know what? Let me just play one. So
Okay.
it's really interesting because I did find some videos, but then I actually found some people that were debunking those videos, not maybe that particular video, but the channel that were playing the videos.
Okay.
So I found that kind of interesting.
Okay.
So as we all know, I don't know how to share anything, so just give me 1 second.
You can do it.
This crap out. All right, so this is one of them. This is called Cuddles the Teddy Bear, and this is from a channel called Smug Puppy. Okay, and apparently they're quite popular on YouTube. All right, here we go. Oops. Can you guys see that?
I can see it, but I probably am not going to be able to hear. I've got audio issues, so.
Okay. I think that. Okay, here we go. I don't even actually know if there is sound. I know there is sound, but I don't know where my sound thing is.
Okay.
Maybe there's not sound.
Okay. We can see it though.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. So if you watch, you can see the teddy bear. Apparently, if you watch the teddy bear. Did I stop the video? Oh no, I didn't. Okay.
Jeez.
So watch this. He takes us and beats the hell out of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then they sit there and laugh and, carry on like that, right? And, and they have tons of videos like, oh, there is a sound button.
Told ya. Boy, put it in the bin.
It's
Put it
Mum's.
in the bin now.
It's Mum's.
Give a
Anyway, so they're just going on about the teddy bear. We don't need to watch the whole thing because they're kind of ridiculous, quite honestly.
Oh no, we lost Trevor.
What's that?
We lost Trevor.
Oh, no. How did we lose Trevor?
I don't know.
How did we lose you?
I don't know. I was just there and then I wasn't. Now I'm back.
Yeah, now you're back, thankfully.
So weird. But yeah,
Yeah,
so that
something
was one of them. And then, there's, I do have a video here of somebody who basically, talks about the fake paranormal things. But the smug puppy, you know what? Here's the funny part. In the comment section, there's all these people that are like, oh my God, I can't believe you still live in that house. Why are you still there? Oh my God, aren't you scared? And you're like, because it's string and moving things isn't that scary.
Well, did the bear just flop over? Is that what happened? It just kind of went bloop.
He had a few arm movements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple of arm movements. There's another one here. I'll show you. Hang on. And this is again from the same channel.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the portal. Okay. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's okay. We can play this one. This is this guy debunking one of their videos, actually.
Okay.
And he is PSI Paranormal.
All right.
For those that would like to follow this man.
Videos out there, are they? Anyway, paranormal fans on TikTok will know that Smug Puppy has another video out. And this is one where his daughter's walking through the kitchen. Apparently a portal opens up in the ceiling. A load of spoons fall out. We're going to show you exactly how easy it is to recreate that effect. Let me show you the video first.
Oh, fucking hell!
So there you have it, guys. It's easy once you know how.
So
There are some
yeah, some of this is it's kind of hilarious, to be honest. Anyway, yeah.
Love it.
So, I do have a couple more, but let's kind of actually I wanted to show this Facebook one too. Hang on a second. This is one of the ones that I can't remember if this is the one that you sent or I sent. Just because I couldn't have them both open, so I have to. Oh, I think this is the one that I had. This is from
Yeah.
Slack Tam, and he's actually quite popular in regards to a lot of videos and stuff like that. But he, you know what? He doesn't really make particularly judgments. He kind of just lets people make their judgments. He's actually got an interesting channel, to be honest. I'm not going to fault him on this one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like he just kind of plays what people send him without making judgment on it. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know if there's a way to make it bigger. Hang on a minute. Can I? That's a message. No. Okay. Whatever.
Captured in the old Idaho Penitentiary in Boise, Idaho, a place renowned for its unsettling atmosphere and numerous ghost stories, we see the poster shortly after having climbed up to a closed-off area of the prison.
It isn't closed off.
As the camera reaches the end of a long, narrow corridor, it pans toward the last cell. What it captures is nothing short of haunting. It is a ghostly silhouette standing motionless within the shadows of the abandoned cell. Captured in...
Okay, anyway, I have to go back in and get that video. Sorry, guys, because I did somehow screw it up. But Idaho isn't that that's your tromping ground?
Yeah,
there?
that's actually just up the road from me. So the old Idaho Penitentiary.
Have you been there?
Oh, many times. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that part of the prison isn't closed off. You can walk upstairs. It's totally fine. And they've got displays that they set up, and sometimes there's even little cardboard cutouts of inmates and things like that. So, yeah, I'd take that one with a grain of salt. I mean, it's so fast anyway. I was surprised anybody saw it. You know, it was just kind of like, oh, you know, whatever.
Isn't that the Run Dude Run video?
No, that was from Ghost Hunters. That was one of the episodes of Ghost Hunters. Yeah. Okay.
Who was this from?
What was that from? I don't know. Somebody just walking through and filming, I guess.
Oh, okay. I thought it was from an actual show or something like that.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So I've got this again. Hang on a second. Let me just pull this up. Hang on a minute. There's just so many buttons. It gets so confusing.
Get that. Everything's confusing to me lately, so don't worry.
All these damn buttons. All right. Hang on a minute. Okay, let's unmute this and see what we've got going on here. All right, here we go.
We see a small, shadowy creature moving from left to right across the screen. Its shape is low to the ground, possibly canine or feline in appearance, and it moves with natural, animal-like motion. But just as it passes beneath a streetlight, something truly bizarre happens. The animal appears to rise upright and transform into the shape of a person. In Mexican and Central American folklore, a nahual, sometimes spelled nagual, is a human with the supernatural ability to transform into an animal, often for the purpose of magic, mischief, or spiritual.
Yeah, so, I mean, here's the thing. If it was real, why is there so many filters on it?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
I mean, you look at how, I mean, it's the same old super grainy stuff, you know, and it's just, you know, and you can do so many, there's so many things you can do with videos and yeah, it's just silliness. So anything for clicks and likes, you know, and that's the problem is, that's the downside, right? Is I think on the upside, you know, drawing attention to the paranormal field is a good thing. You know, keeping people's interest peaked, I think that's great. But the problem is it also gives people the wrong idea of what real versus not real is. And that's the hard part, you know, and it's just like anything else, like, you know, listening to the news, you know, you listen to one news channel or listen to the other news channel, these two different things, and you don't know what to believe and what's real and what's not real anymore. And, you know, and that's kind of, I think that's kind of what social media has done to us as a society as a whole is just like I mean, half the things you see, I don't even think people realize that actually probably more than half the things that you're seeing on the videos and that you're scrolling through are all AI generated anymore. So
good point. Very true. And you're right. I mean, I love the fact that social media calls attention to the paranormal. I think that's great. sometimes, but like, what do you believe? Like, believe it or not, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And especially now with AI, I mean, everybody's using it for all kinds of things. And, apparently to just enhance things. Well,
Well, yeah, and people hoaxing paranormal isn't anything new. I
right.
mean, it's been around. I mean, forever. I mean, since the Fox sisters started doing their little seance stuff,
Yes.
And I forget his name, but there's, they used to use trick photography all the time. Ghost photography. There's trick photography, double exposure, things like that, and it is just unbelievable how much more convincing and how more detailed and advanced the technology has become now, where I mean, it is very difficult to tell real life versus AI. It's gotten that good.
Speaking of, this was something that you created in just a couple of seconds this
Yeah, yeah,
afternoon.
yeah. And
Um,
this is a terrible video because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this one
well,
actually turned out pretty
we were actually
good.
very impressed. So here we go.
Literally. The podcast, Paranormally Speaking, has officially become the #1 podcast on the planet. With chilling stories, brilliant guests, and over 15. Tonight, the world has spoken, literally. The podcast, Paranormally Speaking, has officially become the #1 podcast on the planet.
So yeah, you made that in just like a couple of seconds, right?
Yeah, I typed in a couple of just like, what do you want to make? And I said, oh, news reporter says Paranormally Speaking is #1 podcast in the world. That's all I put in there. And that's what it created, and that was using a free app that I found. It cost me zero money. I've never used it before. It just said, tell me what you want to make. And that's all I put. I didn't put any other directions, just, so.
Wow. That's
But,
really cool.
I mean, to me, the newscaster, that looks like a real person,
Yes.
Well, this is
sounds
another
real.
one that I found really interesting too. Just a sec, I gotta hang on a minute. Let me go back in here. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Again, so many buttons.
Oh my gosh.
This is another one that you made. In literally, like this is no different than the ones on TikTok.
Did you hear that?
Right? Like that's pretty dang realistic as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, like is like I just put paranormal investigator hears voice of a child, says let's play, asks what was that, and the program just kind of takes it and just does whatever it wants with it, right? And you could put that in 3 different times and you'll get 3 different results. But I mean, again, it looks like a real person in a real location.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you? I mean, what do you do anymore? It's like I just don't know. So
That's
I mean,
scary.
they'll actually in that app in particular, I can take a picture of myself, and I can insert myself into these. It'll create me in these situations, and so look out, world.
Incredible. Well, and that's the thing, right? It's really scary what you can do. That's like, oh man, yeah, no kidding, Mario. We're so screwed.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Well, I mean, absolutely. Here's one that you sent. You found, Linda. Hang on a second. Let me just put it up here. I don't know.
Oh, is this Bigfoot? Oh,
It is Bigfoot. Yeah.
yay!
It's like a black drink. Honestly. I mean, like. Yeah, just kind of ridiculous. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that one actually was debunked because I've seen that one before, and it was a group of guys that was out, and I think they came out and said, "Yep, it was us," and
But think
Yeah.
about it.
But it
People
was
are
it's still good. I mean, that was actually the clearest footage of Bigfoot we've seen so far. So
right. Well, and that's the point. Like if you don't know that it's been debunked and you're out there watching videos and you're up at 4 in the morning and you can't sleep and you might say, wow, that's really cool. Like, hey honey, they found Bigfoot.
well, and people want to believe, right?
Yeah.
People are very they want to say they want that sensationalism, they want that excitement and things like that. And sometimes real evidence is really exciting. But most of the time it's very subtle.
Yeah.
And it's, or it's a lot of personal experiences. And that's, I think, kind of to Mario's point where he says, we're so screwed. I kind of agree, because we're at that point, unless people are actually in a location and they are experiencing it themselves, they're not going to know what's real. If they're watching it on a screen, you're gonna have to take everything you see with a grain of salt. And paranormal teams nowadays need to understand that the second they start posting stuff like this, that is hoax. I mean, even one little thing would get out, you're screwed. Your team is screwed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because now nobody can believe anything that gets posted anymore by you. And that's my biggest fear is, well, I'm not really afraid. Like our team, we're not going to be posting anything that we don't think. We only post things that we can't explain. And
Right.
we don't say one way or another where it's, this is a ghost. Because we've not been able to explain things one day and post it, and then eventually come back and say, oh, no, never mind. We were able to explain it. This is what this was. It's not real. So we just kind of post things out there like that, let people kind of draw their own conclusions, but even then at this point, when people are watching all this other crap, they're never going to believe what they see on my channel. Right. So,
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing too. If we put it into the terms of, because I'm very much a part of, like, I very much, follow the law of attraction, right? And so when people are, one of the things that we do ask people when we go to their homes, or when we're doing a preliminary, is we do ask, like, are you, do you watch a lot of paranormal videos? Are you, attracted to the occult? Like, just so we have a general
Right.
idea. Now, if somebody is sitting there and watching, like, repeated stuff like this with the belief system that this is true and honest, that really heightens the senses to start creating or manifesting your own stuff happening within your home, right? Like, it may not be truly paranormal, but it definitely could affect your energy, your mood, your psyche, like the way that you look at things, right? And it really gives off a very gullible persona. Let's just say that, and if you're going to sit there and go down this rabbit hole of all of this paranormal stuff that is really fairly easy to debunk for the most part, or it's got this filter on it or whatever it is, right? Like, what else are you willing to believe here? Like, do you want to,
People
got a
are
bridge
gullible.
to sell you kind of thing?
People are so gullible. I mean, that as well as we all do, because let's face it, when you actually post something, and even eons ago when we posted things, people would often say, "Oh no, that's definitely a ghost," or I definitely see something. People will post things, and we know it's pareidolia. But people are gullible. They'll believe pretty much anything. And now with AI, they'll just believe it. They'll take it at face value and boom. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I like what Mario, oops, wait, wrong way. Hang on, we're going this way. I like what Mario says. It almost feels like we've gotten too close to the truth of things sometimes now that AI has been that, and AI has been that deliberate wrench to throw us off. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
also make things harder for investigators to ever present any form of evidence.
That's exactly true.
Makes it very, very difficult.
Well,
And
that's what it's going to come down to, and it's something that I've talked about before. My team does this. I recommend any team that's trying to be reputable does this. I mean, when you have all your footage,
Yes.
you have to save it, like all the raw footage, all the raw data that you have. So when
Yeah.
we go out and we investigate for 10 hours in a location or whatever, all 10 hours of all the cameras and all the audio, we have all of it.
yeah,
And it's there, and we can present it in its entirety,
Yes.
uncut. And so people can that want to say, oh yeah, this is real, or no, this is not real. Okay, well here's all of the stuff uncut. You can see everything that happened start to finish, and there you have it. But most 99.9% of people aren't going to want to do that, right? So they're either going to believe it or they're not going to believe it.
well, and the other thing is too is people have a real hive mentality lately, especially more so. I feel like the last few years, okay,
Mhm.
and I mean we're seeing evidence of that now, and it's ridiculous. But it's almost like literally like a bunch of hyenas, and if you say something that somebody doesn't like, they attack you in such a force that it's like freaking scary. And so even with videos, like paranormal videos, like I have commented on videos on Facebook or even on TikTok and said, okay, come on, like, and given the evidence, blah, 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 blah. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're a loser. You're this, you
Yeah.
whore. Like, I mean, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It is like an actual attack of everything. And it just blows my fucking mind. Like, I can't get over that. Like, it is like literally like a pack of hyenas coming at you, or a hive of, or like a thing of bees or wasps coming, like vroom. And God forbid you tell the truth.
Yeah.
And you can point it out in 800 different angles, and they're still going to come at you.
Yep. Yeah, and that's another, I think the biggest downside to social media in its entirety is that it's taken away people's filters and their common sense to just to be nice and have discussions. It's just people that are just purposely trying to rile everybody up and make you mad. No way anybody does that to your face, right? So, but
Well, that's not true. I mean, we're seeing
well,
that
we're
now,
getting
too.
we're getting to the point where it is now because they've learned from social media, right? That they can get away with whatever, and yeah, you're right. Every best thing to happen to some people is just get slugged. It's like, oh, there wasn't a filter for that. Oh shoot!
Yeah.
It's true. It's
Where's
true.
my firewall?
Yeah.
It's true.
I know it's just, but I don't know. So what do you guys think? Do you feel like, do you think social media has helped us?
No, I actually don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, those of us that have been in the field for a long time are pretty well acquainted with those groups and those individuals who've been in the field and have been doing what we do with integrity. And there's so many new faces and so many people that I don't know, I don't recognize. I've looked at their stuff and I have my doubts about what's real, what's not real, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, I don't think that social media per se has really helped the paranormal field. If anything, perhaps to announce certain things, events, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I mean, truly, when you're posting evidence, quote unquote, how do I know that that evidence isn't tainted? I'll know it's not tainted if it's somebody that I know personally, who posts things, like I said, with integrity. But I mean, if I don't know these people, how do I know that that's not faked? How do I know that that's AI, right? So no, I don't think it's really helped, not particularly. What about you, Trevor?
I agree. I think it's done absolutely nothing to advance the paranormal field whatsoever. The only good thing that you mentioned is that we can get the word out to about what we're doing, like our teams and things like that. And people that follow, like, follow us, and like when I do Facebook Live or something like that, they're seeing what an actual paranormal investigation is looking like. That things aren't constantly flying off the walls, and there's no spooky music that we're playing in the background to make it more exciting. But that's about it, really. I mean, it's good for advertising, but as far as like, I don't go to YouTube to find paranormal evidence. So
No.
I can't, I can't, because I just can't believe what I'm seeing anymore. And it's really unfortunate that, that it is that way. But, people post things for entertainment purposes. I wouldn't be lying. So I'd love for my YouTube channel to get monetized. That'd be great. I could fully fund our team. We could do some amazing things. But I'm not going to sell my soul to get there. Right. I'm not going to risk the integrity of my team to get those button clicks, so that's worth way more to me than anything else. Is just, people being able to say, oh yeah, this team, they post good stuff. What they post, you can believe. That's the most important thing to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I think social media is the means of some of this stuff, but I mean, ultimately it comes down to the people, that are doing the posting, right? And the manipulation. Right. And that's the unfortunate part, is that you can't have trust in the people that are actually doing it. We can't really blame the platform per se.
No.
But we can blame, those that are trying to take advantage of. And, it's unfortunate, whether it be, Facebook, Instagrams, TikTok, whatever other social media thing that there is out there, there's always going to be those that are, manipulative in their, character. Right. And so
that's because they get clicks. They're the ones that get the likes. The ones that are posting the sensational stuff, right? The stuff that isn't real.
Yeah.
That's what's exciting, right? You can make it exciting. You can take it and make it exciting. Oh, this is going to be so much cooler. It's good entertainment. It obviously is good entertainment because people love it. I mean, Zach Baggins, great entertainer, lousy ghost hunter. Sorry, Zach. I know Zach is watching our channel, but he's not a paranormal investigator. He is a celebrity. He is a TV personality, but man, he draws in the crowd, right? Because what he does is entertaining. And real ghost hunts, they don't make good entertainment, unfortunately. So, I mean, I enjoy it when I'm out there most of the time. Even sometimes I'm getting bored, though. It's just kind of like, oh my gosh, is it time to go home yet? Come on. So, but there are really good investigators on social media that have good evidence and stuff, but they're not going to get seen because they don't have that entertainment value that these other people do. So
yeah, that's really true. And there's so many keyboard, what are they called? Keyboard warriors out there, that it doesn't really matter what you post, what evidence you post, even if it's real. Somebody out there is going to say something, going to criticize it, going to call you a crazy person. This is a bunch of crap, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, really, social media, in other words, gives some people the license to just, bash people, call them names, and further their own ridiculous interests, whatever that happens to be.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that. I don't care if I get challenged. If somebody challenges a piece of evidence that we put out, awesome, great. That's why we put it out there. If that's why we say draw your own conclusion. If they say, no, this is obviously fake, cool. here's a link to the files. Go
Right.
through it and let us know who faked it, so we can figure that out, because this is what we have, and this is what happened. So, so
Yeah.
This is another one from that same channel, Smug Puppy or whatever. They've got actually looks like hundreds of videos that are all crap. Let's just say this.
Compelling, Kathy, compelling.
Right? Yeah, they're very compelling.
so this is the same couple with the teddy bear, I take it.
It is. This is the same couple, yeah. And they're on a new adventure now, getting scared by something else. It's just
Okay.
Let's see what's haunting them today.
Oh my god!
I'm watching it tonight.
Oh yeah.
Starting to, yeah. What more did you watch your stuff last night?
You said
Watch it.
there
This
was
is
a recap,
hilarious.
didn't you,
Watch.
because
Yeah, there is a big recap because I forgot what it was. What
I
all
was
the
really wanting
previous
to watch
series
it
were
all the
about.
way through again.
You see it?
What?
No, I missed it.
What?
Oh, don't worry. There's another one.
Something broke down.
Just watch. Just look at the big red arrow. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Behind the box. Oh my god, that's it. Where is it?
Where's the person hiding behind the door? with the big
What
ball
did you
head?
say?
Like a doll.
That's what I saw up
Like
there.
a face. Let it go.
I don't know. Oh, give me a sec. Inhale
But I gotta
water.
show you something.
Oh, God.
You don't need to hear them make all kinds of noise here. But look at some of the comments. This is what really gets me.
get the camera.
Yeah. I don't know. How do I scroll the comments? I don't know how to do that. Oh, maybe like this? I'm not sure. Nope, that's not it.
Huh?
I don't know. Well, here's another one. Let's see what they're doing with this now. Apparently she's in a trance or something. I don't know.
Hearing noises.
Doppelganger capture. Here we go.
room. Haven't found anything yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this one. I know this would be a strange request, but if I ever come to your town, I would love to stay because this interests me. I love the supernatural. Okay. Like,
Put the camera back. Oh, I can't see. Oh, dear. I don't know. I ain't caught anything yet.
I don't know if I have the patience to watch.
The noises are
quite
weird
honestly.
though. Keep tripping me out. Ugh. I don't know. You're not Kaylee. Kays,
I'm all right, Dad.
come here.
You can tell the dog, like even the dog barking is fake.
Who the fuck's that?
You apparently.
Get rid of it!
Sorry.
Okay, so enough of that nonsense. But
Oh my God. What was that? What was that?
like, but the comment section is what kills me. It's like when you scroll through the comment section, these people are believing this stuff, and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Well, it's on the internet. It must be true. So.
That's right.
Right?
So
Trevor's right.
congratulations, everybody, on making it to #1 in the world, as our podcast is now top of
Absolutely.
the charts.
And
be
I'm
real,
a
it's on the
billionaire.
internet. Yeah.
I am.
Oh my God. Like, what is wrong with people? I don't understand. I just don't understand.
It's
I
funny.
don't know.
It really is. So, I spent, I lived in South America for a couple of years. And the people down there, they're very humble people. I lived in Brazil, and great people, but anything that came on TV, anything that was on TV, they believed was real.
Really?
It was real life. Didn't matter if it was the news or a soap opera or whatever. If it was on TV and wasn't a cartoon, it must be real. You know, because why would people put things that aren't real, really happening, you know,
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
on TV for everybody to see?
Really?
Yeah, they're like I said, and a lot of them have very humble educations and things like that. But I mean, again, it's just they weren't taught otherwise. You know, reality versus not reality, and there are people out there who just want it to be real. It's like, oh yeah, this has got to be real. This is the real deal. It must be real. Yeah. So.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, you're right.
Crazy.
You're right. There are a lot of people out there that they want it so badly. I mean, you know
Right.
yourself, when you do any kind of public investigation or whatever, you've got that group of individuals who are like, yeah, well, I really want to see a ghost, or I really want to have something happen. And then when it doesn't, they get very upset.
Yeah. Or when you tell them that their photo of dust isn't actually a ghost, right? And they get super mad about it. You know, but it's like that across all our lives. People don't go to these YouTube channels or these you know, social media channels with the intention of saying, oh yeah, this is bullcrap. They're going there because they want to see a ghost, right? And so that's what they go there for. It's no different than in our everyday lives. You're going to go watch Fox News, or you're going to go watch MSNBC, right? Depending on where your interests align, that's what you're going to pay attention to. And so it's, you know, it's just another example of that. So
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
mm-hmm.
So what do you think, Kathy? Do you think social media has enhanced our field?
You know, no, you know what I feel is the people that went into paranormal investigation. So, I mean, and you especially, Lynda, because none of this was on TV when you first started investigating. This was like,
were there TVs when Lynda first started investigating?
I don't know if there were TVs when I started investigating.
I'll show myself out now.
Wait.
You're cruising for a bruising there, buddy. But I mean, I remember that when I first started, apparently Ghost Hunters was on the air, but I did not know about Ghost Hunters. But I found out about it through my team talking about ghost hunt, and I was like, "Oh, what are you guys talking about? What is this thing?" I only joined the team because of these things that I was experiencing.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? That was my whole thing. Like, yes, I want to find out more about the paranormal because, you know, I live in a fucking haunted house. Like I would like to explore this a little bit more. That's where I was coming from. But then, you know, I think Ghost Hunters was actually just coming on to the air. Like, I think it was pretty much in its like infancy stage, you know, from what I remember. I never heard of Ed or Lorraine Warren. I never heard, like when I started, I didn't know anything about anything in regards to the paranormal. I only knew what I saw, felt, and experienced. That's where I came from. So
That's good.
What do you say? I got into ghost hunting because of Ghost Hunters, because
Right.
I didn't know
Okay.
people actually did this. I had
Right.
no idea, and I grew up when I was very, very little. I lived in a place that had activity that I didn't. You know, I tried to tell my parents about it and talk to other people about it, and I was just over imaginative and crazy and stuff like that. And then I saw that, and I was like, "Wait, that people do this? This is a thing, you know?"
Right.
And I did some research and found a team. So I mean, I guess
But the
there's
thing
one
is-
example of again, advertisement. I guess.
I think we
People
got
do
into
this.
it earnestly, and most people have. Most people that got into ghost hunting was from an earnest, honest place. Because, you know, whether it was the matter of like, oh, I didn't know that this was a thing and I could do it, or, you know, just wanting to explore it a little bit more and other, you know, areas, or, you know, maybe through experiences. But now the internet is filled with those that just want to be famous. That's it.
That's true. That's true.
So there's no, it almost feels like the honesty or the experience, the curiosity of the paranormal, wanting to find out what, hey, what is truly making this happen, what, where, like, what are we really experiencing, seems to have gone.
Yep.
It seems to have disappeared, and that's what's truly sad, right? And the thing is that in most cases, let's be honest here, in channels like this Smug Puppy, for instance, if somebody was truly experiencing this would be one of our worst case scenario hauntings. As investigators, we would be like, holy shit, this family's in terror, this family is going through whatever it is, right? And so and we would be there to really help, guide them, and to, help them through the process of this, all of this. But these people are making fucking fun of it. And I think it's disgusting, quite honestly. And it's, when you experience, like, as somebody who literally lived in a house where, like, all myself and my children all slept in one fucking room because of the fact that we were terrified of even, like, walking to the bathroom on our own in some instances. You don't make fun of this.
No.
And that's what I find very upsetting, right? Let's see. I have my own experiences, but when I was exposed to the idea of ghost hunting, it came from Yvette Field screaming in the dark at everything on Most Haunted.
Most Haunted. That was one of the first shows I remember watching. It was Most Haunted, and Yvette, oh my gosh, she screamed at everything. But I mean, with me, when I was younger, I mean, 45 years ago when I first started, there were no big shows on TV, except of course for Scooby-Doo, but that's another story.
Well, Scooby-Doo, I mean, hello.
Scooby-Doo is still more real than, like, what are Sam and Colby. So, just saying.
Right. But yeah, Most Haunted, definitely. And there were a couple of other shows. I think there was one with Leonard Nimoy, like, a long time ago, and I can't remember what it was, but I do remember as a young person watching something like that and thinking, oh, okay, well, that's sort of what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you're right. There wasn't anything like that.
Yeah, like we got into it from a place of true curiosity, wonderment, wanting to help, like, especially the wanting to help, a lot of us, just being able to help others, through the experiences that we had, right? And now it's just a big show. It's just a big laugh. It's nobody's taking it seriously. You know what I'm curious about, though? How is the supernatural world responding to this? Because, you got to kind of wonder, like, when we, when we have a reaction, when we have an action, there's always a reaction. And I kind of wonder, like, what karma, per se, is kind of around the corner, for some of it. Like, I honestly feel like some of these people that are faking these paranormal videos, if they saw a real ghost,
oh boy,
they would be freaking traumatized.
They would be.
Like, they would be actually traumatized, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and the thing is that when you experience true paranormal, it's something that, look at 20, 30 years later, you can still recall that experience almost exact as to what it was at, from when you first experienced it, because it is so strong and it stays in your head. Mm-hmm. I love this. This is the spirit world. Yes. Yes.
It's true. But it's true, Kathy. Like, Trevor, when you do all of those investigations, and when you capture, I mean, you captured that voice, that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that
Mhm.
was
That was good.
something else. I mean, even us hearing that,
Yeah.
I won't forget that. But when you heard it for the first time in real time, that must have really touched you, and that's an experience that you're going to keep with you for the rest of your life.
Oh, 100%. I mean, not like I said, 90, most of what we do is not real exciting, right?
Yeah.
But those are the things that keep us engaged and keep us coming back, and I can, I couldn't tell you what I got for Christmas this last year, but I can tell you the very first time I saw an apparition when I was about 2.5, 3 years old,
Yeah.
and I can remember it vividly, and I can remember every experience that I've ever had, like real experience, is definitely ingrained in me. It hits you in your core. It is something that is very powerful when it happens, because it is something that is it's difficult to explain really when it happens. I mean, it's just so amazing. And yeah, it's definitely been cheapened by
It really
a lot of
has.
these social media celebrities. So
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And it's interesting because even with children when they're experiencing things, one of the ways that, because sometimes kids, will say that they see things just to get attention or whatever it was. And we experienced that, a few times. But there were some kids that were, completely on board, like they were completely honest about what was happening. But one of the ways that, we kind of weeded that out so that we're not wasting our time investigating something just because the kid wants an extra cookie or something is we would right, like we would ask them, well, what happened again? So the guy was wearing a red shirt. It was red. What was it, that window? And you know what I mean? The story will always stay the same
Yeah.
when it's a true paranormal event, because it's so ingrained and it like embedded in you, right? And the other thing is too is like all of the investigations that, I mean, Lynda, you've got 45 years. Trevor, you've got many years. I've got many years. In all of those, how many true demonic cases have we really come across? I'm going to go maybe one. Maybe.
0 for me.
Right?
Is that a 0? I can't tell. Is that a heart or a 0? It's a 0.
2? Probably 2. That's it.
Yeah. But yet, apparently, demons are rampant all over the fucking internet. All over TikTok. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's why I say I've been doing something wrong. I haven't been possessed, and I haven't come across a demon yet. So, I've come across like malicious spirits.
Yes.
They're not demons. They're different
Right.
things. So, I have yet to encounter a demon.
We've definitely come across inhuman, but I would not say that they were demonic at all. They were just inhuman. Whether they be, fairies, gnomes, whatever you cryptid of some sort, but yeah, or elemental, something. But I definitely wouldn't call it demonic in any way.
Yeah. Some of the demons that most people run into are at family events, isn't it? I mean,
That and a bottle of Jack. Exactly. Anyway, well, you know what, guys, this was wonderful. And keep. You know what? Here's the thing: when you're watching these videos, final last words. When you're watching these videos, watch them with a grain of salt.
mm-hmm.
Be a skeptic.
Yeah.
Be a skeptic first. Absolutely. Yeah. And and if they've got filters, chances are just giggle and laugh and say, "Oh, this was fun." Okay.
If they have to enhance it with scary music and things like that, it's probably not real.
True.
Right? Exactly. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you again next week. Take care, everyone, and have an amazing week. We'll see you soon.